I want to begin with a question, and before moving any further, take a moment to consider it carefully. The answer shapes everything that follows and helps this story carry the impact it deserves. Have you ever attempted to explain the JIMIN effect to someone who has never encountered it? Have you ever been talking with a person who does not follow BTS, who knows nothing about Park Jimin, who has never seen him on stage, listened to his music, or witnessed the way he performs, and then tried to put into words why people react to him the way they do? Anyone who has tried knows how difficult that task becomes. The language never seems sufficient. You might tell them he is exceptionally gifted, which is true. They respond with a polite acknowledgement. You might explain that his performances are remarkable, which is also true. They answer with interest, yet still seem unconvinced. You can attempt to describe that unique quality he carries on stage, the way the atmosphere shifts when he appears, the way concert-goers often speak about feeling something impossible to define, yet impossible to ignore. Still, the person listening often does not fully understand. That is because the JIMIN effect refuses to be reduced to a simple explanation. It demands experience rather than description. It cannot be fully understood through a summary. It is something that happens directly to the person witnessing it. Now, there is another example to add to the growing collection of stories surrounding the JIMIN effect. A new incident, a new account, another moment that demonstrates what can happen when someone encounters Park Jimin for the first time. What makes this particular story stand out is not only what happened, but who it happened to. When the JIMIN effect reaches K-pop fans, even in large numbers, even among unexpected audiences from different regions and backgrounds, it feels familiar by now. People who follow this artist have seen that pattern many times. But a recent event in the Philippines moved beyond that familiar territory. This story involves a name connected not to K-pop, but to Philippine film and television. A figure recognized for serious artistic achievement. A performer whose career spans decades. A person whose work has earned a permanent place in the cultural history of the Philippines. That individual is Michael de Mesa. Recently, Michael de Mesa publicly revealed two things that immediately captured widespread attention. First, he officially joined BTS Army. Second, the member who drew him into the fandom, the artist he openly identified as his bias, was Park Jimin. On Instagram, using his verified account, he shared a photograph of Jimin and added a short caption, just 2 words, "My bias." The reaction online was immediate. To understand why this moment carried so much weight, it is important to understand who Michael de Mesa is within Philippine entertainment. Michael de Mesa is not a minor figure. He is not someone known only to a limited audience. He is an award-winning icon. The word legend is often used casually in entertainment coverage, but in this case, it accurately reflects reality. His career stretches across decades of Philippine cinema and television. His achievements have been recognized at the highest levels of the industry. The kind of critical acclaim he has received places him among cultural figures whose influence extends far beyond popularity alone. His work has helped shape Philippine film and television. Generations of viewers and performers have grown up watching projects connected to his career. In every clear and direct sense of the term, Michael de Mesa is a legend within his field. And that legend posted a photograph of Jimin and identified him as his bias. The cultural significance of that moment deserves attention. Today, entertainment industries around the world are more interconnected than ever before. The internet, streaming platforms, and social media have weakened barriers that once separated audiences, cultures, and artistic traditions. K-pop has played a major role in that transformation. It has connected artists and fans across languages, countries, and cultural backgrounds in ways previous generations could scarcely imagine. Within K-pop, BTS has been one of the strongest forces driving those connections. The group has reached audiences that many never expected. Even the members themselves could not have predicted the full scale of that impact. ARMY has become one of the most diverse fandoms in popular music history. That diversity extends beyond age or demographics. It includes different professions, cultures, languages, locations, and life experiences. People from virtually every background have found their way into the fandom. Yet even within that extraordinary range, Michael de Mesa's announcement felt particularly notable. He comes from a distinct artistic tradition. His career was built within the history, culture, and storytelling heritage of the Philippines. He developed his craft according to standards, values, and traditions unique to that industry. For someone with such deep roots in a completely different performance culture to encounter Park Jimin and react so strongly carries special significance. He was drawn in deeply enough not only to join ARMY, but also to publicly post a photograph of Jimin and identify him as his favorite member. That response suggests something about Jimin's artistry that extends beyond the boundaries of K-pop itself. It points toward a quality that can be recognized by people trained within entirely different artistic worlds. That kind of response is uncommon. It is genuinely rare, and the phrase "JIMIN effect" remains the simplest way to describe why these moments continue happening again and again. Before moving further, it is worth taking a closer look at what the JIMIN effect actually means, because it deserves more than a simple label. The JIMIN effect is not primarily about fame or popularity. While Jimin is clearly both famous and popular in ways few entertainers in the world currently match, it is not tied to a specific song, a single performance, or a viral moment. Though those things have contributed to his audience size, the JIMIN effect goes deeper than any of that. It lies in the way people respond when they truly encounter Park Jimin as an artist. When they stop to pay attention to what he is doing rather than merely noticing him in passing, people who experience this fully, who watch him perform, listen closely to his music, or observe the way he commands a stage or a camera, consistently report strikingly similar feelings, regardless of their background or origin. They describe a sensation of being seen. They describe an emotional response that feels larger than the performance alone would suggest. They describe a presence in Jimin's artistry that feels personal in a way art from a stranger normally does not. Almost universally, they feel compelled to seek more, to go back, watch everything, listen to everything, understand his journey, and see what else he is capable of. That is the JIMIN effect. And now it has reached a legend of Philippine film and television. The specific detail that de Mesa shared a photo of Jimin on his Instagram matters. It was deliberate and public. This was not a private message to a friend, nor a comment that might be overlooked. This was a post on his verified account tied to his own name, face, and decades-long public identity, placing a photo of Park Jimin before everyone who follows him. The caption was clear and unmistakable: "My bias." In K-pop fandom, a bias is not just a favorite. A bias is the one who captures you, the member who chooses you as much as you choose them. De Mesa, a man whose entire career has been in a different artistic tradition on the other side of the world, encountered BTS, specifically Jimin, and had a choice made for him that he then shared publicly and proudly with his followers. The response from Philippine ARMY was extraordinary. This community is already among the most passionate and dedicated branches of the global ARMY, with fan projects, streaming records, and concert attendance that reflect the strength of BTS's connection to Filipino fans. The news that a national entertainment legend had not only discovered BTS, but had specifically selected JIMIN as his bias sparked a reaction combining fandom validation and national pride, a joy that was striking to witness. Social media in the Philippines surged with ARMY members tagging De Mesa, welcoming him to the fandom, sharing JIMIN content, and celebrating that someone from their own cultural sphere had independently arrived at the same conclusion. Park Jimin is someone worth posting about online with just 2 words. International reactions were also enthusiastic, though for slightly different reasons. Global ARMY members who have followed the JIMIN effect for years see the circle of people genuinely moved by his artistry, expanding in unpredictable ways. The De Mesa story is another data point in a pattern that is hard to dismiss as coincidence or marketing. The pattern is clear. People trained in performance, with careers dedicated to understanding what great live artistry is, respond to JIMIN consistently. They recognize excellence even if their own artistic vocabulary cannot fully articulate why. They react like experts who have suddenly encountered mastery in an unexpected place. This is what separates the JIMIN effect from ordinary celebrity fandom, and it is why stories like De Mesa's are meaningful. He was not searching for a new fandom, nor a new favorite artist. He encountered JIMIN naturally, and the response was the same as countless others before him. Recognition of something extraordinary, and the need to declare it publicly. My bias. This story also highlights JIMIN's place in global entertainment. He is in the Ararang World Tour era, a period providing more evidence of his reach and impact than perhaps any earlier stage of his career. The Concert God title from Korean media after Las Vegas, the 69 million views on a video of him smiling at a security guard, 4 consecutive nights of stadium performances described as indescribable experiences, the Nike x BTS collaboration placing him at the center of a historic K-pop brand partnership, and now a Philippine film legend posting his photo and naming him as a bias, all within this brief window of the Ararang era. All of this is part of the ongoing story of an artist who continues to touch more people and expand what a K-pop performer can achieve in the world. What connects the Concert God title, the security guard smile, the Nike collaboration, and the Michael De Mesa moment is that none were manufactured. None came from a marketing plan or a carefully designed PR strategy. None were attempts to target a specific audience or enter a particular cultural market. They all happened naturally. They all happened because JIMIN went on stage and performed as only he can, and the world responded to genuine, extraordinary artistry. The De Mesa story did not arise from a K-pop push into the Philippine entertainment scene. It came from a single person, a legend in his own right, encountering another artist's work and being moved in the most human and honest way. That is the JIMIN effect at its purest. No strategy, no planning, just art meeting the person it was meant for. The age aspect of this story is also important because it highlights one of the most consistent traits of the JIMIN effect. Mainstream narratives of K-pop fandom focus on young audiences, teenagers, and young adults as primary targets due to their enthusiasm, spending power, and cultural influence. That view is not wrong. K-pop does have vast, passionate young audiences, and BTS has succeeded with that demographic worldwide. But it is incomplete. The JIMIN effect consistently proves this incompleteness. It does not check age. It does not consider birth year before producing its response. It responds to anyone who genuinely experiences JIMIN's artistry, indifferent to demographic boundaries. As a result, ARMY includes people of all ages, backgrounds, professions, and cultural traditions, including award-winning Philippine film and television legends, posting photos with 2-word captions that say everything and nothing more. Michael De Mesa writing, "My bias," on a photo of JIMIN is quietly one of the most eloquent statements about Park JIMIN in recent memory. not because of the words themselves, which are simple almost to the point of reduction, but because of who wrote them and what it took to write them. It required a life spent performing, developing sensitivity and discernment through decades of work at the highest levels. It required the encounter with JIMIN, whatever form that took, producing recognition that an artist trained in a different tradition experiences when encountering something truly extraordinary. It required the willingness to make it public, placing the declaration on an Instagram account tied to a professional legacy built over a lifetime, visible to all who know the name and what it represents. 2 words: my bias. Behind those words is the full weight of everything described. The global ARMY community has a phrase for someone newly discovering BTS, for someone who was not previously a fan and now joins through experience. Welcome to the family. It is used with genuine warmth and inclusivity, no matter who the new member is, where they come from, or what path led them to BTS. Michael de Mesa, award-winning legend of Philippine film and television, is now family. He entered through the same door as everyone else through an encounter with the music, performances, and the irreplaceable quality these 7 artists have built over more than a decade. He walked through JIMIN's door specifically. The same door millions have walked through before him, drawn by the same quality, reaching the same conclusion. JIMIN is the one. My bias is the only caption that fits. The JIMIN effect, however it works, has done it again and will do it again. That is the remarkable part for anyone following it long enough. It does not slow down. It does not reach saturation. It does not stop once everyone who could be reached has been reached. It continues. Every day, new people encounter JIMIN across the world, across demographics, professions, and cultures. A meaningful portion of those encounters produces the response the JIMIN effect produces: recognition, a larger than expected emotional response, the urge to seek more, and the public or private declaration that this artist has moved them in ways they did not anticipate and cannot fully explain. The circle continues to expand. The family grows. Somewhere, right now, someone in a new country, context, or demographic is having their first real encounter with Park JIMIN, and the JIMIN effect is beginning to take hold. Soon, there will be another story to tell. For now, we have this one. Michael de Mesa, legend, ARMY, bias, JIMIN. If that does not show the JIMIN effect knows no age, no profession, no border, and no limit, nothing does. Welcome to the family, Michael. You chose well, or rather, he chose you. That is how it works.